Hello, you divine, infinite human beings. You are all that is, ever has been, and ever can be. You are divine, infinite love. You are divine, infinite source. And at last I found a working apparatus so I can have a voice. It's been hard. Everything, my computer, and now my phone died on me, but I've got an iPad yet left. So I really want to voice this because this is such a powerful, pivotal time we are in when every single person has a vote and it is powerful. And I want you to know that you are powerful, and this is all happening at many different levels to keep you out of your power. The end result is to take away your power. The solution, claim your power. Claim your omnipotent, omnipresent God, which is all-present, all-powerful self, because God is inside of you, inside of everything, all of creation. And here I am at sunset in Sicily. And I just want to say to you, I love you guys. And don't be afraid. It's going to be all right. I tell you because I've learned to love the dark side, because it's just like a good film or novel. You know, the stronger your villain, the stronger the protagonist, the more growth the hero has, and the more the hero really comes into their own power and transmutes their dark shadow self, okay? So this is an inside job. It is all about you, all right? It is all about you taking your power, and it's not a dress rehearsal. We've had our power being stripped away from us little by little for so long now, and now is the time when you to really, first of all, wake up, look around, realize you don't have any power left on the external world. Inside, yes. Am I afraid? Do I feel powerless? No. My life has not changed. Very little. But because I'm in my power, and I am, just being myself, which I hope is an example to others. I think it is. I know it is. And that's all we can do. So I want to talk to especially spiritual people, because I think a lot of people have come to this planet now for this very moment we're in. A lot of you, whatever you call yourself, a starseed or a light worker or, Christian, it doesn't matter the names, the vocabulary, the semantics, but what it matters is that you are here to make a difference in this pivotal time. So I am looking at all the stories running, all the narratives, and I'm wondering, why is it? Because I'm on the media, the social media. I'm tuned in to, the ethers and listening to the chatter going on inwardly and externally. And I'm wondering why so many spiritual people have been doing the work for so many years, internal work, are just not coming into their power right now. Fear, of course, fear is one of the big things, because most people are afraid of their own power. That's the scariest thing, even more than death, perhaps. And, okay, so there's also a lot of narratives running that are casting a spell and stopping spiritual people, especially, from being in their power. And I'm going to run through a lot of them. On the most basic level, there's in our DNA this idea that this is an ascension cycle, which is good. I believe that it is. We are returning to our infinite human status of being infinite, powerful. Powerless. I didn't say that. I'm not trying to scam you in that way. That's not my agenda. I have no agenda except to show you your true power, and that's all I'm doing. Not selling anything, not getting likes and followers and all that stuff. No. I just want my voice to be heard. And take it or leave it. You don't have to believe me. I always say, what is true. Just keep going deeper. So there's the idea that Christ is coming to save us. I'm in Italy land, and I see it all around. They even have a date. The Pope said in 33, and 33, the year, in 13 years, really, Christ is coming and getting rid of all the bad stuff, and, yippee, we'll all be saved. Trump, I went through that one, is going to get rid of the cabal and make 5G safe and restore true republic. And the son of JFK is going to come and reign supreme. That's another one. And then on the highest spiritual levels, because I move within many spiritual communities on the planet right now, with a community that was from a spiritual teacher that I had, communities that are on the internet that follow, that work with the Guardian Alliance, with good aliens, with, there's so many scenarios. And I got a message on Facebook the other day of someone I had met at one of the psychic fairs where I gave a lot of free talks about a lot of this stuff. And she said, Elizabeth, why are you so afraid and getting so worked up? It's in God's hands. I love that one. It's in God's hands. So first of all, I wrote back and said, I'm not afraid. I'm not worked up. I'm, peaceful in a beautiful place, doing the same thing I was doing 5 months before this happened. However, this part about it's in God's hands, just let God take care of it. I've also seen someone that said, don't worry, this is a false timeline. The timelines are morphing. Anyway, let's go to God's hands. God is omnipresent, omnipotent, all present, all powerful, which means you are God. It's time, dear ones, beloved, whatever you want to call yourself, guys, it's time to realize you too are God, okay? God, there's this old thing about a guy who's sitting on the, roof during a flood saying, God, save me. He sends a boat, a helicopter. The guy keeps saying, God's going to save me. And he, of course, dies and gets up to heaven and says, God, why didn't you save me? He said, I sent you a boat. I sent you a helicopter. God helps those who help themselves. Ever heard that one? Hey, we're God. And especially if you're a light worker or a starseed or a spiritual person, you're here for this reason, to be acting. Now, yes, of course, I use a lot of meditation. Am I meditating and seeing this technological prison disintegrating with, rainbow circuitry? Of course. Do I believe I am working with my brethren, my star brethren, who is helping and working on this situation? Of course I do. I'm not saying that I don't believe in that. Do I believe that God is everything, infinite? Yes. And when I pray, do I pray to the God within me and all around me? Yes. But at the same time, I'm not just sitting at home saying, God will take care of it. I am God. I'm part of this. And there's a reason I'm here with a physical body and a voice. Thank God I still have it, even though I'm being muzzled, as they say in Italian. And everyone's saying, let God handle it. And in Italy, we say, tutto andrà bene. Don't worry, everything's going to be okay. Okay, that would be great. I saw a very spiritual group that I'm in today, and they said, this is a false timeline. We don't want to feed that matrix. It was a comment about David Icke, actually pushing his reptilian agenda or something, or his dark agenda by saying, this stuff's happening. I've looked at that. But okay, so if that's true, first of all, let's just look at that. It would be great if all the timelines are morphine. And someone said, in a year from now, everything will be fine. That's what was the end result of this little post. That would be great. I would really like to sit down a year from now and say, God, that was so funny when they took away our rights. For example, today I also got a video that Trump basically signed away, the savior signed away everything over to the New World Order. And through FEMA, he has pretty much given all the Constitution, trashed every right every American ever had with a signature of a pen, because we're in a pandemic. Okay, so you have no more rights, legal rights. You have no more rights, physical rights, to go outside of your house without being muzzled, to speak out, to protest, to voice your opinion. So when that happens to me, I definitely, start exercising my freedom, because you don't use it, you lose it. But I'm just looking at these scenarios where people say, you know, well, the timelines are morphing, you know, someone else, the bottom line is someone else is taking care of it. And the only person who's not saying that is David Icke. You know, I'm just saying him because thank God he still has a voice, although it's been so censored. And I know because I've been censored too. So I'm looking at, you know, I'm not poo-pooing on anyone that's saying, go out, do something. You have the power. He sat there and said to all these people, these 1% billionaires who are running the show right now, you have no power. You have no power over me. That is the strongest statement ever. So whatever you're doing, I don't care if you believe that, you know, you can flip into another parallel universe and this will be all gone tomorrow. That's great. But are you actually using your power right now to do something? And only you know if you are, and only you know what to do. So, love to you guys. I'm losing my light. Ciao for now from Italy.